What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are on a little bit of a walk, not too far in, just in our local park, and we're on the hunt for hummingbirds. This is a breed that I have never actually tried to photograph before, outside of, growing up as a kid and seeing a couple out the window when I'm washing dishes or something like that, I'm grabbing my phone. But yeah, I thought, they have a beautiful garden here. This would be a nice spot to kind of squat and find a plant that we think might attract them, and yeah, maybe see if we can capture some. And if we're here for an hour and a half or so and we're not really seeing much, we can always sneak back into the woods and look for other things. Separate from that, I think there's some bees right here just kind of flying around. I might just practice on them a little bit because they're kind of hanging around in the same spot. That's a big one right there. Maybe I can try to photograph one because I haven't seen hummingbirds yet. So we'll try that while we wait. I got a couple of bees on camera, some photos. I don't even know if they're good yet. I won't find out until later on when we go edit, but it seems to me that even at 1/2000th of a second, I'm still not getting the wings. They're still blurry. I'm pretty happy with these though. I got a couple of shots, and also just these plants, some of these compositions you can get with having such a, such reach in like a small area like this. I'm actually just having a ton of fun, like finding fun compositions between the colors. Like there's this one pink flower over here. It's almost like a desolate wasteland, and then there's just like one breath of life in the middle of it, which is dramatic, but I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Also filming at 120 FPS, you can kind of see a little bit more. This is fun. We might actually have to be more intentional about the small little creatures in future. Okay, this feels a little bit silly, but there's a little pond back here with a little like waterfall creek, and there are actually frogs in here, and I've never photographed a frog. So yeah, big first, That is not something I expected to be on, checked off the list today. So actually being here in the garden, every 5-6 feet, it's like a totally different little ecosystem. And it just reminds me of one of my favorite tips, and honestly, the things I love about photography is the excuse that you can kind of make big deals out of little things. I just love that. You can come, you don't have to go to like the greatest places ever. You can come to a small garden like this, and there is just an insane amount of opportunity here for photography alone. Okay, we spent about an hour and change in the garden there, and honestly, I'm itching for a walk. I don't want to end the night just doing a big loop around one of our favorite trails back in the woods. If we find anything, cool. If not, at least we stretch our legs a little bit. This is actually a cool little photo right here, landscape-wise. I don't have my other lenses on me, so we're just gonna have to try to take a photo with the GoPro. Yeah, let's see how it turns out. Not bad for a GoPro, gotta say. Honestly, I really like 2:1, sort of very cinematic, especially with like wildlife, like not punching in too much, and then stretching out that environment a little bit so we can really see the animal in its space. That is something that is sort of turned into a bit of an addiction for me. Maybe I'll grow out of it, but yeah, whenever I see like a close-up of an animal that just fills out the entire frame and it's like super detailed and super edited, I don't go crazy about those as much. And maybe that's just because I can't really pull those off myself, so I'm biased. So is that a hawk? Are those squirrels? Well, he just flew away from me. He screeched again. One thing that I really love about wildlife photography is that I could be having the craziest week, super stressed. I can just come out here for a couple hours and it's almost like a hitting the reset button. It's something to do with being out here in the woods and then combining the fact that I'm trying to improve and I'm hunting and looking for opportunities. And it just really pulls my brain out of whatever it was back over there. For those of you who don't know, I am a freelance video marketer, videographer, content creator, etc. in pretty tough space right now. And this last 30 days has been particularly tough, probably the toughest that I've had since I started. And spending time out here really helps. And then when I go back, I find that I'm re-energized and ready to stay positive and keep moving in the right direction. So shout out to all of those content creators and photographers out there who are trying to make it work. The creative space is not easy. Ooh, fox squirrel. Y'all ever seen a fox squirrel? Did a nice lap, got our steps in. Didn't see anything too crazy, but felt good to go for a little bit of a walk, you know, and clear my head. I am starving, so I'm ready to go home and make some dinner. And actually, fun fact, it is raid night. I joined a raiding guild on World of Warcraft, and I've never done that before, really. I always kind of just play with my friends or by myself, so that should be fun. But yeah, we'll cut it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this creative little hike today and spending time in the gardens. And yeah, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us grow. So take it easy and be good.